Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Word is bond, love is love. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all the above. And if you ain't doing anything today, follow my Instagram. RugerRose23 is the place to be. Okay. This weekend is a very big weekend. Very big weekend. Three shows this weekend. This Sunday is NXT Battleground and AEW Double or Nothing. Both will be happening at the same exact time. So it's going to be interesting how that is going to be. But before we get there, this Saturday, which is what we're talking about today, this Saturday is Night of Champions. A show that pretty much is supposed to be every championship defended. The funny thing about it is not every championship is going to be defended. We're missing the Women's Tag Team Championships, which will happen on Monday. The United States Championship, which is happening tomorrow. And the Undisputed Universal Championship, which we're going to get into that one. We're going to get into that. Let's not worry about that. We're going to get into that. But for now, here we are. 7 matches. Hop on to it. All right. So, the first match we're going to talk about is the Ring General Guta versus Mustafa Ali for the Intercontinental Championship. So, Ali won a Battle Royal. Surprisingly, shocked us all because I didn't see him winning that at all. I don't think anybody really saw Ali winning. And, yeah, he's challenging Guta for the IC title. I've been thinking about this match for like, how long are we on this? For like 2 weeks now? I've been trying to figure this match out for the longest. I'm trying to figure out how this match is going to go, right? Because I don't think it's going to be a squash. No, I don't think they'll do Gunther like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you'll allow him to have a squash match on a pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's happening. So this match is going to go a ways. You know, I want to say at least 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I think it's gonna be a short one. I don't think this is gonna be long. Unless they give Ali a lot of trust here. I don't know. Actually, you kind of have to give Ali a lot of trust because you put him on a pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? With the Intercontinental Champion, who at this point in time WWE trusts 100% at this point. So I think they give Ali a lot of trust. So okay, so. I got Gunther winning, obviously, but I'm trying to figure out what type of match we're gonna see. Like, is this gonna be a Gunther dominates the whole time, then Ali comes back with a Fury, and then things like that, or is it gonna be a back and forth type of thing, and then Gunther dominates, and then Ali gets some shot? Like, I don't know what type of match we're gonna see, but I'm hoping for something. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping for something. But as I just said, I got Gunther winning. He definitely ain't losing the championship here. I don't know when he's going to lose the championship. I don't know who he's going to lose it to, but I guess we'll see within time, right? I guess we'll see within time. Yeah, I got Gunther retaining. Rhea Ripley defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against Natalya. So I guess it's just apparent that WWE will not be swapping these titles to the respective shows. I guess we'll just have the SmackDown Women's Championship on Raw and the Raw Women's Championship on SmackDown. While I find that to be admirable, it still is a lot of confusion. But I mean, I guess we're just supposed to not notice. I guess we're just not supposed to notice that, but hey, it is what it is. Fine. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't really cut the reins short, so F it. You know what I'm saying? But Rhea Ripley said something interesting on Raw this past Monday. She stated that Natalya has had a legendary career. That's the first thing that came out of her mouth. that was the first thing that came out of her mouth. Natalya's had a legendary career. And when you think about Natalya, it's hard to say that she had a legendary career. It's hard to say that. Like, she's been around since 2009, so she's been there for a while. But for us to sit here and say she had a legendary career, I don't know. Because when you say somebody has a legendary career, that means they've done things of memory. I can't remember a lot about Natalya. I know she won the Divas Championship at one point, maybe twice. I don't know. I know she was the SmackDown Women's Champion back in 2017. And I think two rivalries come to my head when I think about Natalya. And it's back in, what was that, 2018 or 2019 when her father passed. I think that was 2019, I believe. I'm not sure. But I know when her father died, they literally made it they damn near almost made it a joke with the Riot Squad at the time. And her other rivalry that comes to my mind is her and Nikki Bella back in 2016. So if we're going off that, there's not much of thought that comes to Miss Natalya and a legendary career. No disrespect. Oh, she was a WWE Women's Tag Team Champion at one point, right? So if we calculate all that, there's not much of legendary for Natalya. I say she's had a very solid career, a very solid career. That's as far as I'll go for Natalya. But beyond all that, this match is pretty damn random. If we're going to be honest, this match is pretty random. This match is out of nowhere. Natalya would have been the last person I picked for Rhea Ripley at this point in time. So, amongst all that, I got Rhea Ripley winning. This might go just as long as Rhea and Zelina Vega. It might go just as long. I'm being honest. Like, I already see it. Like, Natalya's going to have the sharpshooter. She's going to have it on for a long time. Rhea's going to get out of it. Then some way, somehow, Rhea's going to hit the riptide. Then she's going to hit that other submission that she got. I don't know what the other submission. I don't know what it's called off the top of the head. But she's probably going to hit that. And Natalya's going to tap out. And boom. Something like that. But I got Rhea winning. I got Rhea Ripley winning. Miss Bianca Belair will defend the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. A WrestleMania rematch. A WrestleMania rematch. In which a lot of people said that Asuka should have won. I'm inclined to agree. I'm part of that. I felt like she should have won, but hey, it is what it is. I think it's been, 2 weeks now? Asuka officially turned heel. So they're going to run it back one more time. Now, I'm hoping with Asuka they don't do the Shinsuke Nakamura treatment. What is the Shinsuke Nakamura treatment? Well, back in 2018, Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble, earned the right to challenge for any title. He challenges AJ Styles at the time for the WWE Championship. At WrestleMania, everybody says it was a lackluster match. Me, I thought it was an okay match. AJ Styles won. They embrace in the ring. Then Shinsuke hits a low blow, officially turning heel. Then they have 3 matches. 3 matches after that. Their match at Backlash. Then they have a match on SmackDown to determine what match they would have at Money in the Bank. Shinsuke won that, by the way. And then at Money in the Bank, it was a last man standing match. AJ won. So the moral of what I'm saying is, don't have Asuka turn heel and then she just wins nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't turn her heel and then she doesn't win a thing. That's just, then it makes no sense. Why she turn heel for? If she was not going to be champion. So we can end Bianca Belair's reign at this point in time. She's now the longest reigning women's champion of the modern era. Cool. She got that. Now we can move on from that. So this is pretty much me saying I don't know what's going to happen in this match. I would like Asuka to win. Finally give us something, for God's sakes. Like, you bring her back in January with a gimmick that she pretty much almost had in Japan and whatnot. And I was like, you know, she hasn't done anything since. So let's give Asuka something. Let's do something. You know what I'm saying? But gun to my head, who do I think wins? Listen, I would not be surprised if Bianca Belair wins. So I got Bianca Belair winning. I'm sorry. I got Bianca Belair retaining. Then we just look stupid at the end, don't we? Like, we just look dumb. Like, we just look dumb. We just sit here and just go, all over again. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I got Bianca Belair winning. 3 women's matches in Saudi Arabia. It's interesting. Which kind of just asks the point, why didn't we just have the women's tag team championships out here? But it is what it is. Third women's match is Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. A rivalry that I guess we saw coming. And rivalry that I guess I'm trying to be nice about it. This has been a weird one. This has been a weird one. But it is a match that Becky has always wanted. I think it's a match that a lot of people have always thought about. Because I think Trish's last one-on-one match was against Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken, on 2019 at SummerSlam. I think that was her last one-on-one match. So Trish having another match, I'm scared to see what's going to happen. I'm scared to see what's going to happen. That match at WrestleMania, the six-woman tag match at WrestleMania, was kind of, it was all over the place. Let's be fine. Let's be honest on it. It was all over the place. I don't know what to expect in this one. I mean, I got Becky winning. I mean, that's the only logical answer. Like, who you got winning is Becky Lynch. I just don't know what match I would expect. I feel like we're going to see I see botches coming. I see botches just coming, bro. Because Trish Stratus, even when Trish Stratus turned heel, she botched. She tried to go for the hit from behind and she fell. like she tried to hit Becky from behind and fell. So I can only imagine what this match is gonna look like. But I got Becky winning. I'm scared to see this match, but we'll see. Wipe my hands with it, you already know. It is what it is. Okay. Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar 2. Their match at Backlash, nothing to write home about. Their match at Backlash, pretty weird. It's a pretty weird match. This match is still pretty random. I think on paper it is a match that we would like to see, like Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. Oh, I'd be down to watch. You know what I'm saying? I'd be down to see it. The problem is we still have no idea why Brock Lesnar's attacking Cody Rhodes. we have no earthly idea. He's had weeks to explain. He's had weeks to explain why he's been attacking Cody Rhodes. And still to this day, we still don't know. And this past Monday on Raw, looks like we got a little bit of a not a story, but a little bit of a incentive, or whatever you want to call it. Because Brock Lesnar injured Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes is walking into this match with a potential broken arm. It's part of the story, so obviously he doesn't have a broken arm. If he had a broken arm, it's me. If he got a broken arm, I would not want Cody to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? But Cody Rhodes is walking into this match with a broken arm, so we're gonna see how that goes. So this is gonna be the adversity that people were probably. This is probably gonna be the adversity that people wanted for Cody Rhodes in order for Cody Rhodes to win the world title. He has to beat Brock Lesnar with a broken arm. This is the adversity that we were talking about. Well, not we, because I didn't talk about it, but this is the adversity everybody's talking about. Cody Rhodes got to win with a broken arm. Cody Rhodes wins this Saturday. He wins with a broken arm. That's how I see it. It's going to be interesting, but I think we'll get through it. I really wished it was like a false count anywhere match. A no rule. Yo, when you put Brock Lesnar in a no rules match, the match is, he's slightly better. Because in the regular match, all you going to see him do is suplexes. Throwing Cody around, suplex, another suplex. Like, Brock in a regular match is boring. This Brock Lesnar in a regular match is boring. Just boring. But put him in a no-rules match? Oh, Brock Lesnar can do more, and the match is slightly better. But put him in a regular match, it's boring. I'm mad we're gonna have I'm mad we're having two matches where both of them were just regular matches. But hey, listen, it is what it is. I got Cody Rhodes winning. Him overcoming adversity. I'm thinking that's what WWE's message is for this match. It is what it is. All right, got Cody winning. The finals for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got the visionary Seth Rollins versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. Before we get into this match, congratulations are in order. Congratulations to Seth Rollins. He will be a part of the new Captain America movie, New World Order. The irony of the name is pretty funny. I think I've laughed maybe twice. But Seth Rollins will be a part of the new Captain America movie. He's going to be one of the villains in the movie. I already know what type of villain he's going to be. He probably going to make a lot of puns. He's probably going to laugh a lot. So I think we already know what type of villain Seth Rollins will be in the movie. But knowing that, because that was last week news, but knowing that, got some people thinking. I read one article about it. And the question was, is Seth Rollins going to be a part-time champion, right? Because since the announcement was already made, they haven't gone to production yet. So when they go into production, I want to say that's going to be maybe a 4-month process, maybe longer than that. So Seth will be in and out for the moment. And people worry about Seth because, people can think, oh man, Seth might go to Hollywood. But it's all depending on how good the role is and depending how good people think Seth Rollins was in the movie. So we can't automatically think, oh, Seth might go to Hollywood. We can't think that yet. Just give it time. And I'm assuming that movie comes out next year. Actually, the movie has to come out next year. Because it has to come out next year. So, does it come out next year? Next year or 2025? I don't know. But when the movie comes out, then we'll make our opinions this and third. But people thinking automatically he got that. He might be a part-time champion because everybody got Seth Rollins winning. I have Seth Rollins winning. The world has Seth Rollins winning. No disrespect to AJ Styles. But AJ ain't winning. That was the one reason why a lot of people were sliding towards AJ winning the World Heavyweight Championship, because Seth Rollins isn't going to be here as much. And that would kind of slice the narrative that Triple H made when he introduced the World Heavyweight Championship. He said this champion will defend it all over the world, anytime, anywhere, this, that, and the third, right? But if Seth Rollins becomes champion and then he's just in and out, then it's like, what is the point? You know what I'm saying? But for now, I still have Seth Rollins winning. I still have Seth Rollins walking out World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, that's just what it is. It's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a phenomenal match. No pun intended, but hey, listen. We'll deal with the Seth Rollins situation when we deal with it, but for now, Seth Rollins is that guy, and he will be the World Heavyweight Champion. Seth Rollins, actually, before I end it, Seth Rollins makes history this Saturday, as this will be his third match fighting for an inaugural title. Remember, he was in the match to determine the first ever NXT champion. He was in the match versus Finn Balor at SummerSlam 2016 to determine the first ever Universal champion. And now he's in this match to determine the first ever World Heavyweight champion. It should be the first ever. This should not be the first ever World Heavyweight championship, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We move on to a match where I'm not sure this is going to be the main event, but I think in a way it might be. We got Solo Sikoa and the undisputed Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the big dog, Roman Reigns, versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the undisputed tag team titles. Two things. Number one, Roman Reigns will be celebrating his 1000th day as Universal Champion this Saturday. This Saturday, history will be made as Roman Reigns will become just the fourth man. Yes, the fourth man to reach 1,000 days as world champion. Number two, seeing as how Roman Reigns is a champion, he is not only the Universal Champion, but he also is a champion that is going to perform on a show where technically every championship should be on the line, and he's not wrestling to defend his championship. Instead, he's wrestling to get another title, which would be hell on earth if he ever wins it. I just don't understand why Roman Reigns is on a show where he's not defending the championship. I think this is the first time. Is this the first time? This actually is the first time ever. This is the first time since him becoming Universal Champion that he is on a show and he's not defending his title. I'm talking about pay-per-view, by the way. The first time he's not on a pay-per-view, he's on a pay-per-view and he's not defending his title. That is pretty wild. And that kind of sucks. No, I'm sorry. This is the second because he was in War Games last year. I forgot about War Games last year. That he did defend the championship. He was in that match. So I'm sorry. This is number two. This is the second time. The first one was understandable. This one makes no sense. This one makes no sense. So this is the match where I believe the Usos will cost Roman and Solo the match, and Kevin and Sami win. Which means Solo is going to have to take the pin. So this will be the second time Solo takes the pin. Because I don't think Roman takes the pin. It would be pretty wild if he takes the pin. That would just break this 4-year streak that Roman got. But I believe Solo takes the pin. On top of that, I don't think the Usos just flat out walk out and just cost Roman and Solo the titles. I think Jimmy and Jay come out there. They try to help the Tribal Chief again. But this time they do it in a way where they cost Roman and Solo a title. So that's how I'm thinking it's going to go. I don't see another way how it can go. Now, after this match, there's actually rumors. There's rumors, you know. I hate rumors, but every time I go on Facebook, it's always just slap me in the face. So I can't escape it at this point. I can't look away. You know, I got to look at it. There's rumors going around that at SummerSlam, it will be Jimmy and Jay, the Usos versus Solo and Roman. While I'm pretty fond of that match, I feel like that match should happen at Money in the Bank because it's actually being said that Roman will be at Money in the Bank. So I'd rather them do that match there, much less SummerSlam, because I would like Cody Rhodes to go to Money in the Bank, win it, and then challenge Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Universal Championship at SummerSlam. Then Cody wins it. I feel like it should be that way, not just hold this off for another. When's SummerSlam? August this year? Because last year was in July. I think it's this August this year. Don't hold it off for another 2 months. Like, no. Like, come on, bro. Don't hold it off for another 2 months and then we blow it off. No, you better blow it. Wow. Wow. You better cut it at Money in the Bank. And I think Money in the Bank's in July. Is it in July? Then what do we have in June? I just thought about that. Hold on. If Money in the Bank is... I don't know what Money in the Bank is at this point. Whoops. F it. But if you want to do the Usos versus Roman and Solo, you might as well do that joint at Money in the Bank. Or... yeah, Money in the Bank sounds good. Money in the Bank sounds good. SummerSlam should be Cody versus Roman for the title. Cody wins. Boom. Then Roman goes on a sabbatical, and we call it a day. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm seeing it. That's how it should be. Boom. Just like that. All right. So, yeah, I got Kevin and Sami retaining. Usos cost them the titles. All right. And that is my Night of Champions prediction video. I will be home for Night of Champions because it does start at 1 o'clock. So I will be home for it, and you will get my review after the pay-per-view. You already know what it is. So until then, it's been Rose, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love, support, as always. We got one more prediction video to go. That's one for tomorrow for AEW Double or Nothing. I actually got to watch Dynamite from last night. I didn't get a chance to catch it, but to watch it right now. And then we'll talk about the pay-per-view tomorrow. And then we'll talk about how I'm going to review that. You know what I'm saying? But until next time, peace, love, 100. You heard?